Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about last night's game, Rockets versus the Suns. The Suns, they kicked our butt. Last night was the first blowout game that I've seen since we've been starting this For the Birds show, and it was well deserved. We fought. Jalen Green, I got to give credit to him. He started the game off hot and did his part when it came to showing fight and trying to get us off to a good start so that we wouldn't be in an uphill battle. But the better team won. The better team won, and they have a lot more talent than we do at this current juncture. So there's nothing to hold your head down about. There's nothing to be down about. We did a great job. We did a great job. And the next thing that we can do is just try not to get beat so bad. I mean, I think we were down by 20 plus, and our bench did a great job of getting us back and clawing back into it. And by the fourth quarter, our starters weren't even on the floor. But credit to the coaching staff. They found a way to get a spark going, and that spark was putting in our death lineup, putting in our second team, and letting those guys fight and claw back the best way that they could. And they did for the most part, so kudos to them. This note is for our young players, Cam Whitmore, Amen Thompson. A way that y'all can get onto the floor, man, is by being a two-way player. You gotta show that you can play as hard on defense so that you can get to your offensive game. And we got to play complementary basketball. Defense, getting that rebound leads out to transition buckets, leads out to us getting a good jump on our offensive game so that we can score. I know that we're slow paced on offense, and that's methodical, and we're doing that on purpose. So I don't want to get away from that, but we gotta make sure that our defense is creating offense. So great way to get on the floor. Great way to get minutes. Besides in our blowout wins, is to be a standout two-way player, and more importantly, by being a great defensive player. So I've been seeing improvements from Amen Thompson. Cam Whitmore, I haven't seen too much on the defensive end, but you've been contributing the best way that you can, and you've done a great job, and you've had a great role with us. So kudos to all our second team members. We gotta have one of the better benches in the league. That's our goal for this year. Now back to the first half, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but in the first half, I saw Sengun struggling in the second quarter. Sengun, I know that you're our first option, but I want you to create offense for others when you're struggling. You can still be a decoy. You can still create and demand the double team. So when your shot's not falling, when it's not going in, try creating for others. Set a pick, make a backdoor pass. Do something else besides shooting the ball if it's not falling. Now, when it's falling, and for the past couple of games, you've been killing it, so we're going to give you a lot of latitude when it comes to your missed shots this past game. But in the second quarter, you went on a run, and you went on a run without scoring, and how we can remedy that is by creating for others. I thought we should have ran through Jalen Green a lot more yesterday, and we did. We got him a lot more open shots, and we're doing a great job of making that extra pass. We do got to finish on that extra pass, though, because we're making the right pass, we're making the right play, but we have to do better on finishing those assists. So great job to the Rockets. We're almost there. We're 70, 75, 80% there. But we got to do a good job of finishing. We gotta finish. When we get to the bucket, when we get to that layup, we gotta finish those layups. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but We got to finish those, guys. We got to finish those open threes. We got to finish those layups that we're missing. We got to finish those short little set floaters that we're missing. We got to finish those assists. So if you get anything else from this video, finishing. We got to work on that. Mic and drill, guys. And on a final note, there's a lot of things that we can learn in blowouts. Sticking to our core, sticking to what makes us us is something that's essential. Playing hard defense, getting to the free throw line, creating fouls for each other. When I say creating fouls, I mean drawing the foul so that we can get to the free throw line and making those ultimately. We gotta stick to our core. We can't get away from that. Creating offense for our teammates, making that extra pass. We got to stick to that. We can't get away from that. We can't go to hero ball. We can't go to ISO ball. We can't go every single time down that one player is getting all the shots whenever we are in blowouts. Those are garbage time minutes, but those are times for us to get better. And we always got to utilize and create and make sure that we're making the most out of every opportunity that we have. We're a young team, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities this year to grow and learn. So make sure that we're taking advantage of those opportunities. And last night was a perfect opportunity. Last night was a great opportunity for Jalen Green to get back going, and he did. Kudos to him. Player of the game. Game ball goes to Jalen Green. Great job. He had 23 points last night. All of it was in the first 3 quarters. You started out the game hot, and you kept making those threes in order to try to claw back into the game. So you did a great job, Jalen. Whatever you were doing before, the announcer said that you got to the gym at 2 o'clock. You might want to start getting to the gym at 2 o'clock, man, because you had a hell of a game, and I wouldn't say that's the best game that I've seen so far, but that's definitely up there. Top 3, top 2. So Jalen Green, keep doing what you did last game. If that's extra work that you got to put in with the shooting coach, man, do it. Do it, man, because we need that energy. We need that, and not just in blowout wins, man, but I do want to give you credit. I do want to give you the game ball because we would have lost by 30, 35 if you didn't have that great game. So keep doing your thing, Jalen. Keep your head up, man. I could see $100 million player in your future, man, but you gotta be good for us when we're good and not just when we're bad, but you're keeping us afloat. You're keeping us level. So, great job of showing your talent when we needed it, man. Yeah, I challenged you in order to have a great game, and you did, man. So, kudos to you, Jalen. Game ball goes to you, Jalen. And on the other note, Jabari Smith Jr., man, I hope that you get better, man. I saw that you got hurt last game, and it was a non-contact injury. I was super scared, man. We're gonna be smaller on the front if you're not there. So everybody has to rebound as a team effort. Everybody got to make open shots, man, and we got to make up for what Jabari brought to the table. So let's do a better job, guys. Next game, we play the Sixers. That's going to be another uphill battle. Joel Embiid, he is at the top of his game right now. Tyrese Maxey seems like he's having a career year too. It's going to be an uphill battle, man, but the Jalen Greens of the world, Alfred Senguns, hopefully we can attack them on the defensive end and make sure that they have to work on the defensive end and not just on the offensive end. And let's make it hard for them. Let's make it tough. Let's give them a hard-fought game and make sure that they're not looking at us on the schedule and saying, oh, this is an easy win. Because the Suns certainly did it last night. Even though it seemed like everything was falling for them, let's try not to make that 2 games in a row. Let's not build on bad trends and bad habits. So 76ers, let's try to get a win at home. And maybe we need to go away from them hometown hero jerseys, because they were doing so great for us earlier in the year, and they seem to have lost their luster. So let's pick a different home jersey and put those hometown heroes jerseys up for a little bit. But they did their purpose for the most part this year. So peace, y'all. See y'all after the next game.